Increase your shoulder turn to add more power and hit the ball further than ever before. That's the promise. The reality is that most golfers trying to increase their shoulder turn do so incorrectly, leading to swings that are more erratic than more efficient. If you really want to learn how to maximize your power in the swing, you're going to want to stick around and watch this video, which will tell you exactly how to do that. So the biggest error I see here is people thinking that the shoulder turn is a large movement of the upper body away from the target. Think about this lead shoulder, if you will. Lots of golfers try to move that lead shoulder as far behind and away from the target as possible. They're even shown sometimes how to put the club across their chest and turn it as far behind the ball as possible, often being told to try and get this lead shoulder over this trail foot. That's really not how any of the good players do it at all. And when doing it like this, the lead shoulder tends to move on a very level trajectory, meaning the shoulders turn quite level to the ground, and from the front view, the head gets pulled away from the target. Ironically enough, this type of backswing reduces the turn. It does not increase it at all. So what you want to do is not think about turning at all. You want to think about tilting. The movement of this lead shoulder should be more down towards the ground or down towards the ball. Think about it this way: the tilt is the turn. The tilting of the shoulder towards the ground initiates the correct amount of rotation in order to make a fuller, larger backswing whilst keeping the head centered. That's how the best players have this huge amount of shoulder turn, because they're tilting the correct amount to the ground. The lead shoulder moves down, not across. It would be extremely common for me to instruct somebody to stop thinking about the turn at all and only think about the tilt, because the movement of that lead shoulder down in the backswing is what allows the turn to happen. The turn comes for free. You tilt to the left as you turn to the right, and just moving that lead shoulder down for longer and keep moving it down allows me to make an enormous shoulder turn here while still keeping my head completely centered. It's the tilt that allows the turn, and it's the tilt that allows the head to stay stable. So if you're looking to increase your shoulder turn, don't look for more turn, look for more tilt. And this becomes even more beneficial when we talk about hitting shots from the ground with an iron, fairway wood, or a wedge. Any shot you strike from the ground, you're going to benefit from more tilt, because whereas the ball is teed up with the driver, and some of you will get away with that big sway or shift off the ball with that excessive lead shoulder moving across the ball, that feeling of more turn, you may well get away with that more level shoulder turn because the ball's suspended in the air, it's teed up. But where you're going to really struggle is if you try and make that backswing and the ball's on the ground. That's going to start to look more like this, and this is an extremely common problem. The golfer trying to make a bigger turn, the lead shoulder moving across to level to the ground, and now the golfer's not tilted to the ground enough. As they swing down, they start topping the ball, they can't reach the ground. That's an incredibly common issue that I see. Replacing any thought of turn with 100% of tilt can really help you to get those pieces lined up very, very quickly. So what would that look like? The tilt of the left shoulder down towards the ground. Move the lead shoulder down towards the ground. The tilt is the turn, and the tilt is the piece that's keeping my head completely centered. From the down the line view at the top here, I've got my shoulders on more of an angle, and that's going to really help me to make sure this club can find the ball and find the ground correctly. This is a more consistent, stable pivot I'm making from this front view, my head staying stable, and from down the line, my head's staying steady as well. This is what we want to incorporate into the swing. There's no turn, there's only the feeling of tilt, and that tilt keeps my head centered, keeps my weight forward, and helps me hit the ball more solid. That's what you want to look for if you're trying to improve your ball striking. Tilting is fundamental to the game. We play golf to the side of the ball on a tilted angle. We bend forward like this. We need to tilt to the ground. It's completely fundamental to playing good golf. The more tilt you add to your swing, typically, the better your contact will become. If you've always thought about the backswing as a turn, try thinking about it as a tilt. I think you'll find it's a much better way to look at it. So if you're looking to improve your backswing mechanics, make a more stable, consistent and powerful backswing, then remember you need more tilt, not more turn. If you enjoyed the video today, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to put a link to my updated website in the description below as well. You can check out some of my services there, including online lessons that I offer via the Skillest platform. I've also just relocated back to the United Kingdom after 12 years abroad. So if you'd like to connect, I'll be in the London area. You'll see all of the locations I'll be teaching from on the website as well. It'd be great to meet some of you in person, but if you're not able to get to me in person, you can of course click on that link for the Skillest online lessons. Either way, I'll be happy to help you with your golf if you require any help. Today's video tackled a topic that's often misunderstood, the turn versus the tilt. Another area that often gets confused is how you should start the downswing. Is it the arms or is it the body? I made this video right here which talks about that exact subject, and if you struggle with the downswing transition, I'd encourage you to go and watch that video next.